What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Never a dull moment when it comes to this team, man. If you expect the unexpected, you won't be disappointed. I'm a little late to this reaction, but I had to work, and I just did a stream with Ian, so if you want to check it out, it's under our live tab on the channel. The Jets have fired Robert Saleh, their head coach, and automatically the responses were, oh, the Jets are so dysfunctional, this is stupid, this is the same old Jets. This is not the same old Jets, because Woody Johnson in the past would let Robert Saleh coach and completely derail the season and lose all hope, be out of playoff contention, and then fire him. This is actually a proactive move. Be proactive over reactive. And the reason why I say this, I think you're delaying the inevitable. It was just a matter of time because this team was underachieving. They were sleepwalking. I think he lost his voice in the locker room. I think the players actually respect him as a man and as a person, but as a coach, he was in over his head. I think it became more and more obvious as it goes along. You had Quincy Williams talking about accountability, Aaron Rodgers talking about accountability. There was too many problems, too much turmoil where something had to change. Now, I will say this, Robert Saleh isn't the biggest problem. It's the offense, but this is a start. This is a move that shakes up the entire organization. We're like, you know what? We're done being complacent. We're done accepting losing. We're done accepting poor performances. We're done justifying it. We're making a change, and it gets everybody's attention. Now, what you do from here matters most. Where Jeff Ulbrich, the defensive coordinator, is very well respected. He seems like he's a very strong personality, a leader. And I think he's a good guy to step in. But you can't just be the same operation with a different voice. You need to change the operation as well. So he's only been on the job a few hours. He's not going to automatically go out and be like, you know what? This guy's fired. This guy's demoted. Everything is going to be reviewed. So what does that mean? We all know that Hackett and this offense is terrible. There's nothing that's fluid, miscommunication, drop passes, bad play calling, all of that. You have your one-on-one meetings with all these guys, including Todd Downing, and say, what is going wrong and what would you do to fix it? And form your own opinion. And what you can do, which I think is going to happen, is they're going to demote Hackett. Now, the easy thing is say fire Hackett. I think we all know at this point he's tied to Aaron Rodgers. He's not going anywhere. But you can say, you know what, we're going to have a collaborative effort with play calling, but the last guy calling it is Downing. You can do that. You can assess the job that Keith Carter's doing and talk to Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses. Tell me what you think is going wrong here. Get all the viewpoints and all the opinions and make a change somewhere, whether it's assign somebody else. You can make little subtle changes. You can review the guys that are in the starting lineup. For example, if somebody's underachieving, you can make a change. For example, just an example, if you think Olu is struggling, I think one of Saleh's biggest problems was he always wanted to be everybody's friend and not, cause any waves and worry about public perception, like, oh, we benched our first rounder. Olu's a left tackle. If you think he's struggling at right tackle, say, you know what? We appreciate what you're trying to do, kid. We're going to try Max Mitchell this week or Carter Warren. Hey, you know what? Give a little pep talk to Breece Hall. Listen, man, you're not really where we think you to be, where we think you should be. Braylon's kind of pushing it. Alan Lazard, listen, man, you drop 2 passes in the game, you're out. Like you can clean a lot of things up without making wholesale changes. You can put attention to detail, attention to effort, demand more. Like you want to see a more physical offensive line. You can create a different mindset within your locker room without blowing out the entire staff. People say it's never been done before. You saw it last year with Antonio Pierce. The Raiders beat the Jets. The whole entire locker room got a new energy. Now, they may feel bad for Saleh. They may get a spark off Ulbrich. They may get a bigger charge when they see actual changes on offense with scheme changes or personnel changes or just a mindset change. So, listen, it's not the ideal way to do business, but desperate times, desperate measures. You just watched 2 horrific games. And when you had the AFC East right there to be had, you're only 2-3. Don't wait till you're 2-6, 3-5, 3-6. You take a shot now. And I think it's worthwhile because this team has too much talent. Everything is there in front of you. Now you try to maximize all your potential and go for it. If it doesn't work out, in my opinion, it wasn't going to work out anyway because Saleh wasn't the right guy for this team. I think it became more and more apparent. So if you strike out with Ulbrich, guess what? You're going to rebuild next year anyway. Rodgers won't be here. Douglas is probably going to get fired. It's going to be a complete true rebuild. I'm so fired up, I can't even talk. So I'm embracing it, man. I'm hoping, because I don't want to see a wasted season. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of incompetence and all this poor play, and I'm tired of excuses. So Woody Johnson, to his credit, stepped up finally and made the big move. Now, over the next 2 days, we see what happens. There's going to be a lot of stories leaked from Saleh's side, from the Jets side. The players will share their thoughts. Could be anonymous sources. But either way, Ulbrich has got to clean up and tidy this ship. There's a lot of mess out there, and you got to clean up. And you can clean up little things, which could give you big results. So let me know what you guys think. I'm not as doom and gloom as everybody else is. I think there will be changes to Hackett, but I will say this. If Hackett continues to call the plays over a prolonged period of time, Aaron Rodgers runs this team, and then we know we're completely screwed. Then all the power that we feared that he has, he actually does have. But you got to figure he bought into this change here because he had no choice. But now I think when he looks at this offense, which is inept, he has to be part of the solution to help implement new changes. If that doesn't happen, we know Rodgers is the guy, and then this season is completely lost.